Everyone, Lisa here from Forest City Stitching. I hope everyone had a good week. Nothing too exciting on our end. It was announced that restrictions are going to be lifted a tiny bit at the end of the month. So we're kind of coming to the end of our 4th lockdown, and things are progressively going to open back up, hopefully in the next few months. So we'll see. Been there, done that, right? Yeah, so nothing too exciting going on here. Back in the office this week. So that was good to get back with some sense of normalcy that way. And my son was back at school, and that went well as well. All right, so what do I have to show you? I got my book of days, and I've been keeping that updated quite well, so that's good. I did get my first Bringo. And then once I got the Bringo, I kind of stopped doing Bringo. So I got my Bringo, which is this line right here, so that's exciting. Yeah. So what piece got me to the Bringo was Holly Jolly Farms, which I was been working on a lot, and you're going to see that a lot. Well, you're going to see it once, but there's a lot of progress on it because I basically have worked on it every day this week. But yeah, and I got a finish. I got 2 finishes, but got 2 fully finishes, 1 finished for the year. Sorry for the yelling. There is a lot of video games being played downstairs. Okay. Let's start with some hauls. So I went and picked up some floss from Caroline from Evertote. So I got some Leo and Roxy floss. So I just wanted some extra hickory for my Linen and Threads or Fox and Rabbit 2022 style. And then I got a couple more skeins of grunge for my modern folk embroidery style because I wanted to make sure I had enough. And then, so we're in 2 separate packs because I got 2 separate orders. So I placed one order like at Christmas and then one like right after Christmas. And again, I wasn't in super rush for any of them. So they had a sale on a couple of flosses, and some were going to go out of stock. So we got another skein of cotton candy, grassy. This grassy has a lot of like some more almost teal in it, and then this is mushroom. So I got that to add to my stash, because what the plan is for my Linen and Threads style is that I'm just going to be using Leo and Roxy floss colors for that. So as the different sections are released, then I'll be able to kind of pick my colors from there. But the border is in that hickory. And then this was the January colors that were released. Kind of see all those. So this is arugula. This is asparagus. This is overcast, so it's a purpley. Smoke. Goldilocks. And then fuzzy peach. And I did go ahead and order the newest kit that her and Jacob are collaborating on. So pretty excited about that. All right, so now I can add those to my stash now that I showed you. Okay, let's do my finish. Okay, so in my video last week, I said I wanted to finish this, and I did. So this is, excuse me, the January portion of Year of Celebrations by Hands On Design. and then I fully finished it. So I have it on a magnet just because I thought I could also use the background for December, which we'll see in a minute. So by no means is it perfect, but I think it looks pretty good. And then, so sticky board with fabric on it. And you can see the snowflakes pretty good. This is obviously on sticky board, this piece. Just hot glue this pine cone on and this battle brush tree. And then I fully finished, well, I finished up the December one. I had the glue gun out. And so it could either kind of go onto this piece because there's a magnet on the back, or come close to December, I might have a better idea. Something else I want to finish it on. So that will go up in my kitchen now. All right, so stitching. I worked on the Rooster and Hens piece by Little Heads Needleworks. So that was for Bringo. So you can, the chickens don't show up that well, but it's fine. So I mainly just worked on that quilt. All right, and then, as I said, every day I worked on Holly Farm. So I got my Whip Go goal of 1,000 stitches. There's Holly Jolly Farm. Okay, excuse all the, I'm gonna say pet hair because I don't know if it was dog or cat. But there's a lot of hair on it. So I got my 1,000 stitches for Whip Go. Oh, and then finishing January was a Whip Go goal as well. So both January Whip Go goals are complete. So that's how far I am on Holly Jolly Farm. So now I'm just trying to get like 400 more stitches in to get to my next stop for the road trip at No New Starts. So yeah, I'll be glad when that gets put away for a bit. But look how much progress has been done. And yeah, I just have a list. So I need probably more chalk, probably more licorice red, and more, well, probably you'll need more cheddar green, and more grape leaf. Like, I'm like eating up floss on this for sure. So maybe after this, I should just be able to stitch. Like, I shouldn't have to do anything else today. I am on call though, so fingers crossed something doesn't go horribly wrong there, but I should just be able to stitch. Can I get 400 stitches in today? I don't know. I thought it was a hair, but it's just a wrinkle. I think I did do like 300 stitches though yesterday, so that was pretty good. All right, and then for No New Starts, they also have an event in the main page for the zodiac symbol, which is ox. You're the ox. They're doing this month. So one prompt was an ox, the animal. So I did Bovinia because she's a member of, an ox is a member of the bovine family, right? Right? Sure. And so I finished her. So she is all done. And yeah, now I just need to finish all the flowers and all the grass. So that's over 1 over 1 on 28 count. And as I mentioned, that is making this for my mom. I was hoping it to be a Christmas present this year. Maybe next year. All right, and then another piece I worked on was to stitch in something in green. So I worked on Red Berries by Modern Folk Embroidery. I'm leaving the Merry Christmas to the last because I might like change that to Welcome or something. I'm not sure. This is also over 1. How far I got there. This is on a 20 count like tea dyed. And so the green that I'm using is the Dark Sage. So I'm using the Roxy Floss colors for that. And then also you could stick on something with the number 1. A little crinkly. So I chose the 2021 Prairie Schooler Santa. And finished up the raccoon and started on his arm. That's how far I am there. Okay. That's on his chin. That's everything, I think. I did want to show you these cute little, so I got then stickering. I know this doesn't really fit with January, but I thought it kind of went with my Holly Jolly Farm. But I got these cute little bingo stickers from a Canadian Etsy shop. I'll link it in the notes below. I think it's Planner Bomb or something like that. But I thought that worked well because that was the day I got my Bringo. Put it up there too. Yeah, so I thought those little stickers were cute. So I've been doing really well tracking all my stitching and decorating my planner book. My main planner is doing okay. Nothing too exciting happening in it, but I'm doing much better with my book of days. So I think that is it. So for plans for this week, so hopefully I get the last stitches I need in Holly Jolly Farm, and I can go away, and then I will be at my next stop for the road trip. And then you do your shopping, so that's like a smaller number of stitches. And then you start traveling again, and that's still gonna be a good chunk of stitches. So that one, stitch on a whip that has a flower, and you can subtract 50 stitches. So then I'll still need to stitch 1900 stitches in a piece. I think I might do the zippity doodah piece for that because there's flowers in that. And that one could use some love, so it could definitely take 1900 stitches, okay. Why Holly Jolly Farm is taking so long is I'm putting in 2050 stitches. So, and then after we get to that shop, then we do our little shopping, and then we go sightseeing, and then we roll dice to see some balloons, and then after that we're done this leg. So they anticipated the leg to take 4 to 6 weeks to travel, I think. There is a good amount of people that are already done. but a lot of them chose like a lower stitch count for their traveling, and I've noticed that some have been upgrading. They put out an opportunity to upgrade if you wanted. So really, we're 4 weeks in, and now I'm just like 2 stops away, so that's not too bad. I just feel like the Holly Jolly Farm piece is taking a long time because it's 2,050 stitches, but it means that that piece is getting a lot of work, so that's good. That's what we want to do, is work your whips, right? That's the point of this challenge. So yeah, that's my rambling about the No New Starts travel game. So yeah, I did participate in one little event with 17 Stitches, which was to stitch on something that was related to January or winter, and so I tagged that January piece as that. And then Bringo, but now I'm done with Bringo. So yeah, it's mainly just No New Starts that I'm working on, so which is fine. It's just right now where we're at in the travel thing that it's not a lot of variety of pieces, but that's fine. It's just how it happens to be. Now, I did hear that this was a shorter leg than some of the legs that are coming up, so that'll be interesting to see. All right, enough rambling. We will see you next week.